This is Scott McNeil, Gus Macker, downtown Otsego. I'm in Mesos. Hey, it's Scott McNeil, Gus Macker again. I had to get my caffeine going a little bit. I get a little hyper. Couple first. This is On the Bench, and we're in Otsego, the first away game for On the Bench, and also our first local organizer. I'm here with Marty Bennett with Otsego Main Street, one of our local groups that runs an awesome tournament at the end of August, and it was only a few weeks ago we would have had this tournament.
I know.
How you doing, Marty?
It was a sad weekend.
Yeah?
It was a long weekend.
Everything
depressing.
Yeah, you seem very down to me.
You know, we were looking forward to it. We look forward to it every year.
Well, the one thing also, Otsego Main Street's group and your committee has got to be one of the largest ones we have on the tour.
It was. I think it's disappointing for all of them too that we couldn't do this year. I mean, they always look forward to it, and it's a nice kind of end to our summer, and just as school's getting started and stuff, because we involve the school so much and teachers and everything, so it's kind of a fun thing for them to do just as school's getting started. And obviously this year we couldn't do any of that, so it was kind of, I don't know.
It's been a different year.
It's been a very different
We've
year.
been displaced with our On the Bench because we're in front of the downtown streets where kind of Main Street's about here. We don't play in the main drag. This is one of the few Gus Macker tournaments that's played in a neighborhood. Takes me back to my Lowell roots. Marty, tell us about your thoughts on how you came up with playing it in the neighborhood.
Well, when we first got started, it's when Mike came down and wanted us to try to stay into one of the neighborhoods. We had actually...
Hey, that's part of being on the street.
We looked at a different neighborhood at one point, but and we just couldn't quite fit everything, so we checked out this neighborhood, and it actually worked and puts it more into the true neighborhood, which is kind of nice. So
now, how do you get all the neighbors to allow you to do this? Because that was the problem in Lowell. We kind of wore out our welcome.
We have a couple people that, aren't real excited about it, but after things have gone along for, I guess we've done 5 years now, they see we take care of things, we clean up our messes, people are relatively respectful of their space and their yards and stuff. I mean, we have a few little incidences, but nothing that's been major, so it hasn't caused us to have people say, you have to shut this down because of major problems or anything. So that's been really nice.
Now, what year would this have been?
this would have been 6.
6 years. A lot of the players that are watching this don't even know what a local organizer is for Macker. Maybe a little background on that? Because you are the ultimate.
Well, I mean, for us, it was one of those things that we just looked at what this could potentially do for us as an organization, and just decided that we would give it a shot 6 years ago, and we kind of fell in love with it. I mean, the group that we got, we've been so fortunate because it's the group that we have, the main core of people that organize it, have stayed with us all 6 years. So with that, they have been able to, it just makes it so much easier every year planning, because everybody has a job to do, and they just take care of it, and it's the same job every year. So.
You're quite the team. I'm guessing 20, 25 of you?
Yeah, the big group, the smaller group, the really true core people is probably closer to about 10 people. And then we have other people that help those people individually. So that's where it really helps us a lot to have those, and it's easy to contact those few people, and then they can take care of finding other people to help them do the things that they want to do.
This event is traditionally the last weekend of the summer before Labor Day weekend.
Correct.
What's your dates next year so people can fire it up?
I believe it's the 22nd, 23rd, but I'd have to double check.
Yeah, you're near the end of August, and you look at our schedule, see it, and obviously you'll be able to play in a neighborhood, which is, again, throwback to my mom and dad's driveway back in Lowell back in the day. But appreciate Marty being here. We got you some gifts, Marty.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's kind of a tradition. I hope I didn't throw them all over the place, but I got you the obviously the COVID
Oh,
t-shirt.
sweet.
Yeah, I don't know the size you were, but I went with a smaller size because I knew you didn't get to play much this year, so you're not bulked up. Also, I got you a face mask. Didn't know what size there too.
Awesome.
So that gets started. And last but not least, I knew you'd been on vacation because you didn't get to do a Macker. So I thought when you're out on the boat or whatever,
look at
you
this.
got your hat. Again, we love the Otsego event, but love the community and the group, and obviously their top-notch hospitality, and we really appreciate it, Marty. And thanks to Otsego Main Street for hosting a Macker.
Well, thanks for coming down. This is exciting to have you here, even though we didn't get to have our event. And hopefully everything goes smooth next year, and we get to be in full swing and have an even bigger event than what we've had, being that we missed a year.
I'm sure you guys will do just tremendous. Had a hard time dressing this morning. I was going to put my maroon and gold on, but I didn't want us to get in a throwdown.
I thought maybe you would, you know.
For people that don't know where Otsego is, it's between Grand Rapids and that town Kalamazoo, where Western
Go
Michigan.
Broncos.
And we tend to get a little competitive between the Chips and the Broncos. But anyway, thanks a lot. That was On the Bench with Marty Bennett in Otsego, Michigan.